here he is, the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels. So many questions that we're asking. You mentioned it. Is he 100% physically? Those concussions are something so hard to come back from and so easy to re-injure. He's got to be very careful, but this man held the X Division belt longer than any man in the history of TNA, and the crowd getting behind him, and he's going to have to use every brain in his head to beat the power of Samoa Joe.
He's unlike anything that we've ever seen in the 3.5-year history of the X Division. He stands 6 feet tall. He weighs 280 pounds, and ladies and gentlemen, for 7 months, he has defeated every opponent that TNA has put in his path. The NWA, the X Division Championship, it's on the line. Samoa Joe to defend. There's the champ, Christopher Daniels, the opportunity to regain his championship. We're going to hear from JB, the official introductions for the title bout.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, live from Orlando, Florida, it's time for your X Division Championship bout of the evening. First of all, standing in the corner to my left, he weighs in at 218 pounds. Coming to us from the City of Angels, he is the longest reigning X Division champion in TNA history. He is the challenger, the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing in the corner to my right. He comes to us from the Isle of Samoa by way of Huntington Beach, California, and is the undefeated, undisputed X Division champion of the world. He is the Samoan submission machine and the X Division champion, Samoa Joe.
You notice the clean towel around the neck of the X Division title holder, Samoa Joe. He referred to it, Don, as a clean slate, an opportunity for him to start from square one with Christopher Daniels. For weeks, we saw Samoa Joe wear the blood-stained towel, the blood from Christopher Daniels, almost as if he wore it to the ring as a trophy week after week. Tonight, Samoa Joe says it's a clean slate, but he's not only going to injure Daniels, he's going to end his decade-plus career.
It's kind of like that towel is his canvas, and he's going to use it, paint it with Daniels' blood. I'll tell you something, he plays mind games. As you hear, this crowd is absolutely deafening, but he does play mind games. But one thing about Christopher Daniels, he's as mentally tough as anyone we've ever seen.
Joe went for that big roundhouse kick. He missed. Daniels took advantage just momentarily, and then Joe fights right back with kicks and knees, but Daniels fights him off in the corner. Series of shots, forearm-like uppercuts. Joe to the ropes. Daniels meets him, and Daniels rocked him. Follows up in the corner. High running knee right into the chest of Joe. You know that Samoa Joe's going to do everything within his power to try and exploit a 60-plus pound weight advantage against Daniels. But I'm amazed Daniels is taking it right to him, and Daniels is doing great here in the opening minute.
He's got to use his speed. He's got to use that speed to have the advantage.
Just like that.
Just like that. As he steps off the Hurricane Rana right there, he's got to keep Joe on balance. He's got to keep Joe off his feet, and he does it again. And he's not. Can you believe he takes him out of that weight that easily?
Great leg strength by Daniels. First he snapped off that side head scissors and then hit the Hurricane Rana, and he's got Joe on the defensive. And how often have we seen this?
Well,
you
figure the longer this goes, the advantage goes to Daniels, but then Joe defies all laws of gravity, all laws of motion for a man his size. But one thing about Joe, Samoa Joe can stop momentum so quickly with one blast, one kick, one slap, or one smash. And listen to those knife-edge chops.
Just lighting up the chest of Daniels. Chop after chop. Big swing that time. Quick roll through here by Daniels. Got the leg hook pin. Now.
So it here.
Hit him.
2.
And we call him the Samoan submission machine, Don. An example of it is this surfboard style submission move.
You can see him just pulling right back on the arm right there, using that strength that he's got. But oh, he's able to get his foot on the rope. He's able to break the hold. And that's what Daniels is going to have to do. Christopher Daniels is going to have to be aware of where those ring ropes are at all times, because if you get in one of those submission holds, it's the first thing that you're looking for, a way to break it. And if he gets you too far out in the middle, he's got you wrapped up and he's got you trapped. And that's just one thing that Daniels cannot afford.
Quick reversal now by Joe. Daniels shot off, but look at him come back, and Daniels just amazingly, as Joe walked right away, Daniels not able to make the contact.
Oh, what a kick right there. He just lifts him right off of his feet. A brutal kick right there from Samoa Joe.
It's what he's known for, those stiff, brutal, lethal kicks. Now follows up in the corner, bottom of the boot, driven into the chest and head of Daniels. And you just have to be wary. Every time I see a blow, whether it's the open hand, whether it's the boot, a shot like that, to the head of Daniels, you just have to be concerned. Oh, Joe drops down both knees, 280 behind it.
Well, it's that weight that he has, and he's able to come at you so as he goes for a quick pin. Daniels able to just get the shoulder up just in time, but I'm going to tell you, Christopher Daniels is going to have to somehow try to figure out a way to stay one step ahead of Samoa Joe. And that's the thing about Samoa Joe, he's so hard to prepare for. He's so different than any other opponent that you face.
Daniels stacked up in the corner, and Joe again. Oh, you hear that knife edge chop just echo throughout the arena. Daniels able to get the elbow up, follows up, catches him with the forearm, momentarily rocks him, goes for the clothesline, not enough power behind it to take Joe down to the mat. Drop kick to the chest, Joe rocking, Joe reeling, able to land against the ropes. Oh, snaps off the power slam. 1, 2, whoa.
Man, he just does that so quick, Mike. I've never seen anybody that big that can snap it off so fast.
Gonna take another look. Incredible impact behind that. The snap, the torque, the way that Samoa Joe is able to twist his hips and at the same time balance his weight and come crashing down with the slam. And Daniels able to avoid the 3 count.
Gets the boot up, and he's going to have to get that boot up. Oh, what a jawbreaker that was.
It's one way to do it.
Man, oh man, using both knees, but you can see Daniels is hurt. It takes so much out of you when you get Samoa Joe. Even when you're attacking him, it takes so much out of you.
And at the same time, Samoa Joe, he was caught unaware of that move. He was surprised by it as well. Interesting reaction is the crowd here. What do you think? Sounds like more Fallen Angel fans than Samoa Joe fans.
Oh, I think so too. I think he's a sentimental favorite here. They know what Joe did to him. They saw what Joe did to him. And there he goes, and he hits it again.
Split leg moonsault! No! Went back to the judo move, that STO, that back heel trip style takedown, immediately springing off the ropes. The split leg moonsault, but not able to put the champ away.
Man, this crowd here at Universal Studios here in Orlando, Florida is absolutely on fire. These last 2 matches, knowing so much was at stake, it's so loud. And Daniels connects! Wow!
Dropped him on his head! This could be it!
1, 2, oh, he gets out of it!
Shocked that he was able to take the 280-pounder so quickly off the ropes and then drive him down with such power and such impact. And boy, he did drop him right on his head. Daniels not able to get the 3 count.
One thing that we've noticed, though, is that Daniels is, speaking of his head, he's been able to protect his head.
True.
That head that he's had, the concussions that was brought on. He seems to be very fresh. Oh!
Powerbomb, pin,
2.
No.
So close right there, and man, Samoa Joe caught him midstream, but Daniels not, and he quit. No quit as he just goes firing right back at Samoa Joe.
And Samoa Joe, he's got those legs, they're like tree trunks, positioned and wrapped around Daniels. He's got his head, he's got his arm seized as well. Daniels misses with a kick, quick single leg.
Oh, he's got it!
And rolls right over into the STF. He's got the crossface applied. He's got the leg positioning grapevine at the same time. And Daniels is going to try and have to fight through this. At the same time, he's got all of his weight directly across Daniels' back. And now he's using his knuckles almost like a corkscrew right into the temple of Daniels' head.
But look at Daniels. The fight is he somehow is able to get his movement going and get to the rope. And that's what he's got to do because he was facing the other direction.
Oh, Joe's
Think about
not happy.
that effort.
Joe's not happy when you're known as the Samoan submission machine. And when you slap on the STF and you have Daniels positioned in the middle of the ring, the last thing that you want to do is have Daniels get the rope break to try and show you up. And you saw that Samoa Joe was not happy.
No, he takes pride in the fact that people can't break out of those submission holds. And Daniels is one of those kind of guys that he's so mentally strong, so mentally tough. He knew what he had to do. And look at this.
Can he do it?
Joe set it down. Oh, wait a minute. Joe snapped it off.
Samoa Joe with the hurricane run. Oh, God, what a clothesline. Count one, count two.
Oh, man. I mean, it looked like Daniels was going to powerbomb him, and then Samoa Joe snaps the hurricane run off. How can a man that size do that?
That was unbelievable. My God, you're right. First, I was shocked that Daniels would try the powerbomb, and then Joe caught him with the hurricane rana. Daniels powers him down.
Look at that strength by Daniels. Kind of an in-your-face.
Is this the BME?
Here it goes.
Could be.
Best zone ever. Yes.
Got him.
One, two, go. Joe fights out of it.
So close to not only regaining the X Division title, but ending the 7-month winning streak of Samoa Joe. Daniels right on the verge of victory. You don't see this often. Joe out to the floor to regroup. Daniels challenges him.
But he just didn't hit him quite hard enough. Joe breaks him down, but look at those forearm shots by Daniels.
Momentarily rocking him and from the apron. Oh! Daniels able to avoid the leg sweep, and then he just caught him. Shotgun kick to the head.
Samoa Joe reeling right there. Daniels has had an incredible game plan. An incredible game plan. Is he going to go over? Here he goes. Oh, man! Shot to the chest.
Slingshot into the elbow drop. But you see the bad landing for Daniels. Landing right onto his hip. Can we get another look at this?
Let's see how he lands. Oh, yeah, you can see it.
God, you can hear it.
Oh, man, he just caught it wrong, and you can see Daniels fighting the pain in his leg. He's having a hard time getting up.
What a move by Daniels, but you have to ask the question, was it the right move at the right time? Is it going to come back to cost him the match? He's going to have to try and suck it up right here. He's going to need an adrenaline rush to fight through the pain that you know is running from his hip all the way down to his leg. And now he's going to try and get Joe into the ring.
That's what these guys do. They're so mentally tough, though, that they just ignore the pain. They just ignore what they're feeling. And you know he's still, oh, what a kick by Joe. And here comes Joe, coming off the rope. Oh, and he just gives him the rake of the bottom of the shoe right over the face of Daniels, and he sends him to the floor.
Well, you're right, he just booted him right out, didn't he?
Come on, Joe.
You can see referee trying to control Samoa Joe. He's got Daniels position. We've seen this before, Don.
Oh, no, he's got him set up, and here he comes. Oh, right into the rail. Brutal shot right there.
Going right to the head.
Oh, look at that head.
To the head.
Look at that. We can see a shot of that. Christopher Daniels, where he caught him right in the head. Where he's had those multiple concussions. There we go, as he's holding the head right there.
Oh, my God. This is a dangerous situation. I mean, Don, it's one thing to have one concussion, but this, and he's been busted wide open. Don, the danger is where you have these multiple concussions in a short time frame. I mean, think back, Steve Young in football.
Troy Aikman. Think about Troy Aikman in football. Cost him his career. So many people, they can't go forward, and that's what Joe means by costing him his career. And he knows he's ranked. Hit him right where it hurts the worst, and right now you got to wonder what's going through Daniels' mind as that brain just smashed against that skull.
Blood just flowing from the head of Daniels. Think to the career of Bret the Hitman Hart. I was there. I was in WCW. Yes, I saw the Goldberg kick, but it was the match against Terry Funk just shortly thereafter. Those series of concussions, that's where it's dangerous. And here comes AJ out. AJ Styles is coming out.
Oh, I think he's going to try to be some kind of an uplifting spirit right here for Christopher Daniels. Anything. Maybe seeing him will make Daniels realize he's got to reach in, but Joe is just reeling on him right here.
And look at the punches. Yes, several punches to the midsection, but also several more to the head. Daniels tries to fight back. Open hand slaps out of the corner. Rights and lefts, and forearm shots now, reeling him off one after the other. Joe went for the kick to the head.
And he missed it. You can see that's where he's going. Here comes the Angel's wings. He's trying, but look at that. Daniels can't stand up. He's dizzy.
Gets a concussion, and he kicked him in the head again. This is dangerous. This is a dangerous situation for Daniels.
Samoa Joe knows exactly where his target is. It's that head of Christopher Daniels. And you can see Daniels can't stall. The knee to the head. Oh, this is just wrong.
Come on, Daniels.
I mean, this could seriously hurt him, Mike.
We've got to think about this. No, not the Muscle Buster.
Oh, no. He's got it. Oh, he drops him on his head.
Muscle Buster.
Come on.
Oh, you know what's next? The rear naked choke. Takina clutch applied. The move that's gained him so many victories. Daniels, can he get to the rope?
Look at him fight, and he's got the foot on the rope. Look at that fight.
Look at Joe. Look at Joe.
He can't believe it. Joe is absolutely in disbelief that he can give him that many shots. He knows he's done some major damage.
Whoa. No. Steel chair.
Oh, man, just slung it in right over the referee.
This is a scary...
Oh, look, he can't stand up.
We got to think about this, Don. This is a scary situation.
Yes. This could end his career. I'm telling you, I think this needs to be stopped. This he can't stand. This is serious, Mike.
You got to think about living another day right here.
Yes.
You've got to think long term.
No. This is just... And he's got that chair right
not
there.
On the chair. Not on the chair. No.
You're begging him not to do it. This could absolutely finish.
Oh,
God.
Referee's just intimidated by Joe.
No. AJ Styles knows that he's hurt. He knows he shouldn't even be in that ring. He wasn't ready. Oh, man, this is just absolutely awful. Look at this. He eyes AJ. He knows he's just... Oh, that kick.
Kicked him like a football, Don. Like a soccer. Another soccer-style kick right into the head.
Oh, this is brutal. Stop this.
Come on. Somebody stop this. Stop him.
No, this is just wrong.
Stop him already.
And look at AJ. Looking on. He's got a towel in his hand.
We got to stop this. You've gone way over the line, Joe. This is more than an X Division.
Another shot. This is just wrong.
This is not an X Division code. This is about a man's life. This is about a man's life that has 2 young children at home.
And you can see the referee begging him.
This is another shot. Come on.
Oh.
Throw it in. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God, AJ. You did the right thing.
He had to.
Ladies and gentlemen, the match has been stopped. The winner of the match, and still X Division Champion of the World, Samoa Joe.
It had to be done.
Thank God AJ Styles did it. He threw in the towel.
He
had to do it.
A man's life was at stake. He's out. He doesn't even know where he is. I mean, let's get him some help. That was just the most brutal beating. And Mike, it was sickening.